Is anxiety useful? The theory of predatory imminence states that anxiety allows the activation of defenses. This would be good for survival, but dangerous if the system gets out of control. Anxiety is characterized by excessive, persistent, future-oriented worry. Sometimes it is useful, since it allows to act in time. However, not everything is rosy. When its intensity and duration are disproportionate, it affects the quality of a person. This is part of what the theory of predatory imminence comes to tell us. This theory was proposed by Fanselow and Lester. It addresses an explanation of anxiety as a fundamental construct. We explain more in this video. Do not forget to subscribe and leave your opinion in the comments. What does the theory of predatory imminence propose? This theoretical proposal has a biological and phylogenetic basis that explains how humans adapt to different situations of danger. Since we are living beings, we are potential prey for other living beings. Therefore, it is necessary to find appropriate responses to different situations to ensure our survival. One of these responses is anxiety. So, sometimes it is functional and adaptive. There are different responses to threats, depending on the perception of risk. While in some cases tranquility reigns because no danger is perceived, in others it will be necessary to activate in order to avoid an undesired situation. Between the two extremes there are different situations. Depending on the assessment of the predatory imminence, defenses and emotional responses such as anxiety, fear, panic or stress are triggered. During a pre-encounter situation, when danger is not appraised as close, the response is one of anxiety, with cautious approach. During a post-encounter situation, there is an activation of reinforcement and fear as the predominant emotion. Finally, when the danger is imminent and real, the response is panic. The defense is of the circus strike or near-attack type, and attack or escape attempts are made. What if the response is exaggerated? In the circumstances outlined above, all three emotional responses are appropriate to the moment and allow the defense to be motorized. Projecting the theory beyond this domain, it is conceivable that responses tend to become stereotyped and apply to multiple situations. In this case, these are defensive measures that have become dysfunctional. They are applied on autopilot and not in light of a specific circumstance. When anxiety is excessive, it begins to transcend a specific area or issue so that the concern is about different things. How does the theory of predatory imminence relate to anxiety? The theory of predatory imminence is related to anxiety because it anticipates the future, so it serves as a defensive measure to prepare us. In this sense, it reinforces the idea that anxiety is functional and adaptive. When we become dysregulated and anxiety becomes commonplace, worry will be inordinate and amplified to multiple issues, which are unlikely to happen. However, the person values them as highly probable and experiences them with anxiety. The theory of predatory imminence teaches us to weigh the role of anxiety. So, as a general rule to keep in mind, anxiety in its right dose is healthy and positive. On the contrary, being always on the defensive and on alert overactivates and wears us down. Although it has always existed, anxiety is known as the evil of the times. Since it occurs more and more frequently and has comorbidity with other types of disorders. Anxiety has something to tell us and can function as a beacon or a signal to guide us in a given situation. But it should not be that response that we always rely on. It will be essential to better calibrate our system of alarm and evaluation of the circumstances to avoid that all stimuli are considered a threat. In many cases, behind this response lies a complex pattern of thoughts and beliefs that lead to a particular reading. So feeling hyper-aroused and anxious should not be underestimated either. One of the ways to identify if your anxiety is harming you would be to ask yourself the following questions. Do I feel that I am permanently worried, even though I would like not to be? Do I find it difficult to relax and put my worries aside? If the answers are affirmative, it would be good to give yourself a space to work on your anxiety. In case you are worried about issues that most people don't worry about, starting therapy may be a valid path. There you will learn to change those thoughts and regulate anxiety.